A divide is forming between WWE and AEW stars. Plus, an Impact Championship is being defended at a major indie event, and a WWE Hall of Famer will face a Japanese wrestling legend next year. You're going to want to hear this. It's in the wrestling news right now. The divide between WWE and AEW stars has apparently never been greater, and this is not to do with social distancing and all that. This comes from Andrew Zarian, and this is a story that got rolling in the most peculiar of ways. So, Urban Meyer, the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach, was sacked on Wednesday, and it transpired that he had many years left on his contract, and they weren't going to honour the remainder of his contract in any way, so he was just gone, and there was no pay coming his way. And this started some weird conversations around the WWE locker room whilst they were at shows in Illinois. So Andrew Zarian says, the decision to not pay Urban Meyer, with years left on his deal, is a heavy discussion topic among WWE talent in Illinois today. I'm told lots of confusion and discussion around the definition of real contracts in AEW. With that said, there seems to be a divide happening between talent in both companies. Spoke to multiple sources yesterday, and they feel that many would not go to the other side if there was an opportunity. Either your team WWE or your team AEW. That's the case for many. A few weeks ago, I'd mentioned, says Andrew, that both sides feel in full competition with each other. Many are team WWE or team AEW at this point. Some may say this is full tribalism. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars thing with Urban Meyer, the reason this gets brought into conversation is because WWE guys are going, well, if they'll sack that guy with a multi-year deal and not pay him anything, will they do the same to an AEW guy? You know, and so there's that element of it. And then it's the whole thing of how this tribalism, I think, has filtered down from the top, and how a lot of people are either AEW or WWE, and that's it. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I just can't wait for Survivor Series this year. Winner takes all. It's going to happen, isn't it, Tom? AEW versus WWE Survivor Series, just like 2001. Yes. I honestly have no idea what to say about this news story because I haven't got a clue about anything when it comes to contracts in WWE or AEW. We know about the no-compete stuff.
I think that the big point, though, being the like how sort of in the two camps these promotions are really getting now. It kind of feels like the fan sentiment with some of the fans online is sort of filtered down into the actual rosters.
I'm going to put this out there into the universe. I reckon there might be some sources of Andrew Zarian's that are trying to, work Andrew Zarian. Get one over Andrew Zarian. The boys are sticking together. The girls are sticking together. All wrestlers are pals, aren't they? That's what I'm thinking.
Are you saying there's some dark sources at work?
There are some dark sources at work. They're stoking some sort of fire, and Andrew Zarian is dancing around the fire. Some sort of tribal.
He's the true tribal chief, is Andrew Zarian. Impact Wrestling flavoured news. So the Digital Media Championship. I hate that name. I love the title. I love that Jordynne Grace is representing. She is a powerhouse that could snap many people like cracker bread. But I hate the name. I hate the name.
Tom, I don't know if you remember being at school, but do you remember being like your sort of year 10, year 11 sort of time on the school playground saying to your pals, did you check out that latest slice of digital media?
When I was at school, it was a case of, hey, look at this abacus that I've just found. When I was at school, digital media sounds like a course that I might have taken at high school. And they go, come into your digital media course, which is basically showing you how to use Microsoft Word. And then if you got your work done quickly, you could play in Carter.
Can you write a Word document without the help of the little paperclip? Yes or no? That is the course.
Oh, look, he's put word art in. An extra 5 points. But the Digital Media Championship, I love the concept of it as well. The fact that it's a belt that's defended on their social platforms and stuff. But I hate the name. Either way, it's being defended on the Indies. So it's going to be defended at Terminus, which is Jonathan Gresham's show.
We hit Terminus.
Nice.
Killed it. Sorry, Tom.
No, I like some people will get that, and that's nice. I am one for a gag that maybe half a person will get. It's being defended at Bomb Terminus next month. So this is the show put on by the Black Baron and Jonathan Gresham. And Jordynne Grace is going to be defending it against Kiera Hogan. in Atlanta, GA, the baddest streets in the whole USA. I'm up for Jordan Grace and Kiera Hogan. I think they'll have a banger.
Yeah, wasn't Kiera Hogan on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation recently? So that's an interesting coup, I guess, in the grand scheme of things.
Really up for seeing what those two do together as well. I think Gresham's defending the ROH title at that show as well. I can't remember if it's been announced yet off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he is. I like the SpaghettiOs. I like the idea of Gresham traveling with it. Hey, look, Christmas flavored news. Okay. Kevin McAllister starting a wrestling company. What's going on?
Was it Fred from Scooby-Doo that he played? Freddie Prinze Jr. Was that him? Or was that somebody else?
I believe he was Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Was Freddie Prinze Jr.
No idea. Anyway, someone from Scooby-Doo and Kevin McAllister are starting a wrestling promotion.
Tell us the story, Morning Glory.
Okay, Freddie Prinze Jr. has been speaking to TV Insider where he's been saying, I have this plan where one day I want to start my own independent, in brackets, inferred here, fed here in California. One that I know that I won't make any money and will be a loss. Oh, that sounds good. But I can still stay connected. I can hire wrestlers and let them do their work. I was talking to Ariel Helwani about a 2-year plan I had. Whoa, that's a big scoop. I might have a partner in crime with one of my guests, Macaulay Culkin, who has a passion for it as well. So we may do MFW, which does not stand for what you think it does. My Fiery Winky? I don't know.
I think that's what it stands for. Wow. Shaggy, by the way.
Was it Shaggy?
He was Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo. The Incredible Culk is a big old wrestling fan. He's popped up on OSW Review a few times. So he does love his wrestling as Macaulay Culkin. And I love the fact that both Freddie Prinze Jr. and Macaulay Culkin have gone, yeah, we've got money to burn. Let's start a wrestling promotion.
I mean, they're not going to make any money from it. They're just going to burn a hole in their pocket, so why not? It's the Christmas miracle come to life.
Do you know what? It's like if you've got money and you've got a hobby, you'll stick money into the hobby for no benefit to yourself, will you? You know? Like so, NFTs. I don't know if it is like NFTs. Apparently, you can make a lot of money off them. I don't know.
Still got no idea what an NFT is, Tom.
I'm baffled by them, and I'm pretty up on digital media. Finalamo, mate. This is ace. This is so cool. This is a bizarre, beautiful thing happening in 2022. Onita's coming back to the US, and he is going to be headlining Battleground Championship Wrestling in March. In a death match at the former ECW arena, the 2300, and he's facing Bully Ray. This is a dream death match. Just
a series of things, Tom, that should be in that place. Anita, Bully Ray, death match, Battleground Championship Wrestling, the 26th of March 2022. It's the perfect storm.
It really is, isn't it? I'm up for that. I like any excuse for Anita to come back to the US and do more stuff over this side of the world is always really fun. Also announced for that show, Brian Cage and Buddy Matthews. They'll have a lovely time with it as well, I do believe.
I see Brian Cage doing something. Bloody hell. Remember him?
Yeah. I don't know why they've just kind of... I know, obviously, Brian Cage's wife has had a few comments about it online, but AEW gone very cold on Brian Cage.
Very
strange
as well. Yeah.
He seemed like a can't miss, but hey, that's maybe another story for another Cultaholic Wrestling news video, which there'll be more of if there's more news, and throughout the day at cultaholic.com as well. What's really nice, Ross, is that whilst obviously in the run up to Christmas the world has changed a little bit, hence this thing, we were on it and got loads of our Christmas stuff done early. So we've got some really nice videos coming over Christmas, which see all the lads together in the most happiest of times. So look forward to those. I'm pretty sure coming from Christmas Eve onwards, pretty much. But
yeah, it's amazing how things have turned out this year, because for the first time since we started Cultaholic, we had a Christmas meeting in October going, here is the content we want to do over the Christmas break this year, instead of just leaving it until the last minute and then working 20-hour days and crying a lot. So thankfully, in the first, it was the last week in November and the first 2 weeks of December, we got everything done, and it was fantastic. So it's all editors now. They're at home working hard on it, so it's going to be good times over Christmas. I'm very happy with what we've done.
We've got some wonderful silly nonsense for you. We cannot wait to share with you. Thank you for continuing to support what we do through the most uncertain of times, through the rocky shores. You are very much our oars. Thank you very much for being that. I said oars! And I said Shaggy earlier, the character. YouTube. just in case. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.
Goodbye.